Hey guys, I done it again. I might have a problem. First square body Chevrolets. Look at this. She's gray and okay. 4 tires with a little bit of air in them. That's about all I can tell you. I would say, like I say on my other videos, she doesn't run, but she's pretty, but I really don't know if she's that pretty. She's like the prom date that you don't actually take to prom, that you just go to Dairy Queen with. Maybe we'll get some lipstick. That way we'll get some lipstick and a dress and we'll be back. But no, in all seriousness, this here is Craig. And the only reason I know that that's his name is because I bought him off Craigslist. So I haven't come up with any better name yet. This here is a 1987 C10 short wide bed. Does it run? You'll find out. Does it drive? This is Westen Champlin's channel. Of course it doesn't. But come on over, guys. I'll show you the luxurious interior. Look at this. It came straight out of the 70s. Actually, this is an 87, so it came straight out of the 80s. We got seats in there. They're that's weight reduction seats. That way, if you don't like whoever's sitting next to you, you can just open the door and kick them out. We got a radiator. That's where it's supposed to be. You'd hate for it to get too cold in the truck, so you want the radiator right there. We got our door panels. You know what? The door panels might be the nicest part about the whole truck. Look at them. They look like brand new. And then, I know all of you was so upset on the last square body that we had that it didn't do it. We just had to make sure the channel was well rounded. Some people didn't get what I was saying about that red truck. This is what I'm saying. There, that's how you shut one. You know, the girlfriend tells you, it's either me or the square body. He's still out there trying to slam the door. Anyway, if you want to put gas on it, you're gonna be out of luck. See, this truck here, unlike most Chevrolets, does not run on gas. It runs on hopes and dreams and fairy dust. We got these chic racing stickers, racing stripes. This is gonna be the race truck, so we gotta have our racing stripes to represent. We got a Tiger tire. We can only afford one. Now, we're gonna come around to the driver's seat. Hold on to your pants, ladies and gentlemen. That was supposed to look a little better in there. Hold on. Oh, dang it, I told old Billy Bob to get this wiring fixed. And what I meant by fixed was duct taped up. Anyway, gauges, we don't need to watch the gauges anyway. If it doesn't have any oil pressure, when it starts knocking, it'll alert us. The seat, quick release. We can just take it out whenever we please. Seriously, that seat ain't gonna work for a fat guy like me. It just ain't gonna happen. Got the frame in here. Oh, looks pretty slick. Get back here to the back. Look underneath here. She looks pretty good, don't she? And you know what? Look at this. It's so shiny, I can see myself in this truck. Anyway, we've got a drive line there. It's even got, and I didn't realize this until we just got it home just a second ago. It's got airbags on the back to air it up and air it down. So we can change the ride height once we get it off. But we do have a really cool cowl hood. When everybody used to tell me they had a cowl hood on their truck, I always thought they had like a cow on their hood when I was younger. Like I legitimately thought, really? Yeah, like I got a cow hood on my truck. I'm like, why would you have a cow on your hood? That does not sound safe to drive down the road with a cow on the hood. Take in mind, I was much younger at this point, but I was stupid too. A cow hood. Well guys, I think now it's time to show you what's underneath the big old hood of the C10. I'll bet you guys $1 that don't have a motor in it. I won $1. Okay, everybody send me $1. So, as you can see, this truck is gonna have to be like Fred Flintstone's car. So, our plan is we're gonna cut the floorboards out, and Dom's gonna sit in the passenger seat, and I'm gonna sit in the driver's seat, and we're just gonna pedal our feet along, and we're gonna drive it. I don't know if it's gonna run 10-second quarter miles, but I for sure think we can get into 11, 12 seconds. Well, guys, we're back here in the shop. It was getting way too windy outside to do anything out there, so we're back here where you can at least hear what I'm saying. If you didn't watch the last videos on talking about the 2015 and her knockin' LS motor, you don't know that I said I was going to try to find something to put this LS motor into. Now, that being said, I was not looking for a little C10 pickup. I wasn't really looking that hard. I had other things on my mind, but my brother sent me a Craigslist ad for a 1987 C10 Chevrolet. And I'm like, well, dang. And it was just too good a deal to pass up, so I dropped everything right then and there. The last one I had seen that I wanted to go get was down by Tulsa, and it was gone within 2 hours. So I had to jump on this thing quick. So I hooked the trailer on, got a hold of the guy, and it was about an hour and a half away from here. We drove over there and met the guy, and I started looking at the truck and kind of got the story on the deal. And basically, it was an older gentleman. His wife had passed away about 6 months ago, and he had a couple LS swap vehicles around there and stuff, but he didn't really want to finish the project. It was just kind of one of them things. I think he was just dealing with other things and didn't want to continue on. And he'd kind of started on the wiring harness to making an LS swap and things of the nature, but sometimes you change your mind, things like that, but that's how we got the truck. And I think that's probably why he sold it to us for such a good price, is he just didn't even want to mess with it. He wanted the money out of it right then and there, and that was it. You know, I promised him once I got the truck built that we would bring it back over there and go to the drag strip there close, and so he could at least see the truck once it's done. So that's my plan, is once I get a motor and everything in the truck and get it back fixed up and running, I'd like to take it back over there and so the guy can see it. We see it up and running around. We've got the truck. We've got the motor. I am like Ricky Bobby. I want to go fast. And you know what her name's going to be? I said in the beginning it was going to be Craig, but I'm wrong. I know what we're going to name the race truck. Karen. After the Cougar in Talladega Nights. And you know, somebody commented on the Power Stroke video saying we ought to call her Karen. But you know what? Excalibur's just too good a name. I had one guy comment Ice Caliber. That sounds like a really Brad Brake job is what that sounds like. Now I've got a little bit of a debacle here. And the reason for that is I've got this 6-liter motor that's got a bent connecting rod that I need to fix and rebuild that's out of the 2015. And I've also got a 5.3 liter with a 4L60 out of a 2002 Chevy Silverado. It's actually still in it at the moment, but so that's kind of my debacle at the moment. I've been reading a lot, trying to figure out, I would like to make a lot of power out of something and have it be reliable. I would like to boost something once it's in there, but you know, plans and dreams sometimes don't match reality. You never know how that's going to work out. That's the awesome thing about the YouTube channel, is because I'm going to have all the experts down in the comment section tell me which is best. Should I go with the 6-speed, with the 6L90 and the 6-liter, or should I go with the 5.3 liter with the 4L60? I've heard people say the 6L90 is a tougher trans, and I've heard people say on every meme on Facebook that their 4L60 becomes a power glide with 2 extra neutrals. You gotta live that 4L60 life to know what I'm talking about. But that's my question I have for you guys, is 6-liter or 5.3? Big brother, little brother, you know? Little brother might come in there and sock him in the jaw, you never know. I think the 5.3 would be a little bit better, but I know what the top comment's gonna be. Come and swap 5.9! And you know what, that's probably what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a 700 horsepower Cummins C10. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Make sure and tell me down in the comment section which do you think I ought to go with. The 5.3 with the 4-speed or the 6-liter with the 6-speed. And obviously, you need to subscribe because I would hate for you to miss all the awesome stuff we're getting ready to do. We've got Cummins, we've got LS, we've got Power Strokes, we're going to have Duramax, and we've got tools. Look, they're shiny. See you guys next time.